The girl was just holding an umbrella for a passerby when something strange happened. The passerby suddenly grew into an 8-meter tall giant. The girl was so scared that she couldn't move, but then the giant turned his head and stared at her expressionlessly. She remembered what the shop owner nearby had told her. If you encounter strange people at night, run away immediately. So the girl turned and ran. She just wanted to get home as soon as possible. However, to her surprise, the monster followed her with an eerie gait. The girl had no choice but to run for her life. The shop owner heard the girl's screams and came outside. But strangely, when the owner took off his glasses, the monster seemed to sense fear. It dared not approach her again. However, from that point on, strange things began to happen frequently near the store. Every night, a woman would sit on a bench at the station, as if waiting for someone. At first, the man didn't pay much attention to her, but the woman refused to leave even on rainy days. The man felt pity for her and offered to take her home, but she said she had no home. The man had no choice but to bring the woman home. However, they didn't say a word on the way. What was even more strange was that, when they arrived at the man's house, the woman wouldn't let him turn on the lights. At first, he didn't notice anything wrong, but when he handed her a towel to dry her hair, he noticed that her fingernails were growing backward. This startled him, as the man was puzzled. The woman opened her suitcase, and to his surprise, it was filled with sharp knives. It was clear that the man was about to meet a gruesome fate. An hour later, a neighbor who had just gotten out of school rushed home and happened to see the strange woman, but she didn't notice the blood dripping from the suitcase. Soon, the woman dragged the suitcase into an alley. A male classmate saw her in the rain and kindly offered her an umbrella, but at that moment, the male classmate saw her fingernails. This startled him.
너도 나하고 크게 다르지 않아.
Before the male classmate could react, he noticed his legs had twisted. This couldn't stop him from running away, but strangely, no matter how he ran, he couldn't escape the alley.